What's up, everybody? Robbie T back at you. If you watched my first video, I do thank you for that. I had mentioned in there that I thought my 2020 rod and reel arsenal was complete, but I did throw in a disclaimer that if cabin fever got a hold of me, there may be an addition or two coming in the future. Well, the future is now. I had a combo that I had put in and out of my cart for quite some time, and I came across a deal with our friends over at American Legacy Fishing that I really couldn't pass up. But a little bit of a backstory of how this purchase came to be. I caught a couple of warm days in a row, and I have a local farm pond that's got a little creek that runs through it. So the water moves pretty well. It takes a whole lot for that thing to freeze completely, and it thaws out just as quick. Um, so I was able to get out, was probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I had some serious success with a little finesse spinnerbait. Actually, this spinnerbait right here, it's the 5/16 ounce War Eagle, the Mike McClellan finesse spinnerbait, I believe is what it's called. I do not have a trailer hook on that. I actually put a little Fat Albert Zoom grub on the back of it. And I went out and I had an absolute blast. Felt like Jacob Wheeler there for a couple of minutes. But that got me to thinking, because I tried a variety of lures that day, that my pond combo just felt like I needed something else. I run that Pro Qualifier 7-foot medium with the Abu Revo X on it. And it does me well. It serves its purpose, but I find myself cutting off, retying, and I was thinking to myself that it would be a lot easier if I just had another combo of very similar characteristics to take with it. So what I came across was I already have the 734C, the Dobyns Fury, and so far I really like that rod. I think it's a really quality rod for the price point. So I actually went down and I went to a 7-foot rod, a 3-power, the 703C, which for Dobyns, that's medium heavy. It's a fast action rod, and it's rated for 1/4 to 3/4 ounce. So that'll handle the majority of what I'm throwing whenever I go out to these little farm ponds. But right off the bat, very consistent as far as the components, the makeup, the feel of it. I could see this thing really being able to handle just about anything I throw at it, whether it be square bills, flukes, smaller jigs, the spinner baits I was talking about. So should be a lot of fun to play around with. But the part that I was really most interested in, and I've been considering for quite some time, is the reel that I put on it. You guys probably figured out that I like my Curados. Well, this is what I'm going to call the baby brother of the Curado. This is the SLX XT. I have not thrown this yet. In fact, I've not thrown the XT, but I have thrown the regular SLX. But what really intrigued me about this reel is that it comes with the SVS Infinity braking system. So in a situation where I might be changing out lures, or the wind might change, whatever the case may be, this little adjustment here on the side, the external braking feature, will allow me to go ahead and make changes on the fly without having to tear the side plate off. The finish I did notice is a little bit different than the SLX. I actually like it. This reel also has the Hagani body, the one-piece metal, so it feels extremely sturdy, extremely strong. Just having it in your hand, I have all the confidence in the world that it should hold up, just as well as the Curado. Only time will tell, but at the price point, it was definitely worth taking a chance on. I've been using Shimano reels for, oh gosh, the last 15 years, and some of the first ones that I've bought are still up and working. So every bit of confidence in that company and the product that they make. I did put 12-pound Yozuri Hybrid on it. I think the brake strength on that stuff is something like 19.5 pounds. So that should be able to handle just about any application that I use it for. I got the reel in the 7:2 to 1 gear ratio. That's, I think quick enough that if I need to pick up some line, I can do it. but if I need to slow it down, it's definitely an easy option. So I picked that ratio that was right in the middle. I do believe this reel comes in three. There's a 6.3, a 7.2, and an 8.2. It does have the smaller spool on it. It's a 150 size. Whether or not I'll be able to spool it out, I don't know. But, one thing that I did notice, it's definitely the little brother of the Corrado. This thing almost disappears in my palm. I do have bigger hands, but I think that for the applications I'm going to use it for, the smaller reel, the shorter rod, I'm going to be able to get into those tight spaces and really have control over my equipment, which is exactly what I was looking for. So I don't want this to go on much longer. Just wanted to check in and let you know that I did add a purchase to the lineup. It's the Fury 703C paired with the SLX XT and the 7.2-to-1 gear ratio. Looking forward to getting this out on the water, having some fun with it. Appreciate you watching, and God bless.